Alright guys, I'm back. We're returning to the tower. The game really opens up right here. It matters a lot for you to have your agility and your blink maxed out. And along with a couple extra spare abilities, at least possession. This is the first level that kind of forces you to call on everything you've learned up until now. Everything else was pretty easy one way or another, but... So the first bone charm is right here at the beginning. And there's a couple different ways to do this. I go over here because it looks like it's slightly higher, these pipes. And then you can kind of just link it up and land on top of this. Like so. Oh, 4 times? Jeez, okay. And then you can just blink in here, and here's where the bone charm is. And move the body too, because... God damn it. Because... that money's under there. Yeah. There's a bone charm. And here's one of these electrical tower things. Just blink on over. Or I guess you could stop time too, but blinking's better. And I don't waste a lot of time in this level looting stuff. There's not really much I care to buy, since I seem to be able to get through most of it just by sneaking around anyway. This guy usually just be smoking a cigarette. Just put him out of the way, and it'll be fine. Use up a potion, grab that one. Don't forget to do that with those P arrows if you start maxing out. Double jump. If you're observant enough, you can zap over here and know that you're not going to get caught. I think I get seen on this one. Yeah, right there I got seen. Easy to stay out of their way, but still, if you wanted to go for that ghost, just be a little bit more careful at that section. I think that's the only part I actually get seen in here. I have a few other close calls just because this is where they start amping up the difficulty a little bit, I think. They start to. It's been pretty easy so far, but at this point I already played a little bit at the next level, and that's when they start throwing out some somewhat difficult navigational challenges. But anyway, there's gonna be, you want to go to the upper portion to get inside the tower right here, and there's 2 guards that walk around. Yeah, there's that one, and I just reload my game right here just because that was kind of noobish on my part. But what I choose to do right here is he usually stops between the staircases right there, and I just make him walk into the room, the secluded room. And that guard that was outside that I snuck by earlier, I don't think he ever walks back in here. Or he might, but it just takes a long time. So just lead him back in here and choke him out. And then there's going to be a second guy, and he's patrolling the upper level to the right here. Yeah, him right there. And there was a little bit of loot back there, but I kind of just leave it. Ready to just get through this game already. since I'm kind of a loser and I always look up spoilers to almost every single one of my games. Except Mass Effect, which serves me right. If you notice, I did only one video on Mass Effect, and I couldn't really bear to go through with it just because the ending hit me pretty hard with how standard and lame and un-Mass Effect-like it was. Anyway, notice what I'm doing right here. I go immediately to the secondary objective, and you just stay on the chandeliers and stay in the upper portion of the level. Sorry, I should have been talking about that, except my disdain for Mass Effect. No, it was a good game, it's just one of the most anticlimactic things ever. Anyway, what he's going to tell you to do is go into the Lord Regent's bedroom, into a safe, and collect this sound card. And then that'll cause him to get arrested and out him for who he really is. And that's what I'm going for. I'd rather everyone know. I guess you could say I'm like Rorschach. That's how I'm playing this game. I just want to expose everything. Or that's how I like to imagine it, at least. Yeah, and there's also a rune in here, so don't forget to do that. And there's one rune in here that some people have problems with, and on this level, and it's actually the upper portion of the tower, his safe room, which he never even goes up there, which is the strange part. You'd think they would have utilized it more. Maybe we'll come back here in a later mission or something like that. But anyway, the only reason to go up there, and it's like on complete lockdown too, but the only reason to go up there is another rune, which I will do, so. And at this point, that tower's off when you go back up here, that electrical tower. And I don't know where that guy went either. Anyways, so basically all this explains to everyone is that he's one of the main guys that initiated the plans. It was actually his fault that the disease is destroying the city and stuff like that. So anyone with a half a brain cell is gonna realize. I almost got seen right there. But yeah, so no one's gonna give him any leeway this time. So if I wanted to just speed through, I could just get out of here right now, but somewhat of a perfectionist, even though I'm getting seen and I actually kill some people. Even though with this one, in this level, is a mission where you actually have to kill someone to complete a side mission, so. Alright, so I learned that you had to go to the upper floor, which is on the outside again, and someone said that there's a door actually that goes out from here, but what I actually find out is that's not the case, is you actually need to go outside and just go across the exact opposite the way you came from. On the opposite side of the communication tower where you play that sound card. Yeah, out here. And it's a little bit treacherous out here. They don't call it a safe room for nothing, but It's not too hard as long as you know how to navigate and whatnot. I have a few close encounters up here for sure. Just stay out of this view. And that's an alarm in the middle right there. Nothing more, so don't be too careful. See, and I can't believe I didn't get seen by that guy. I got so lucky right there. And I think all you have to worry about is climbing my way up, but then we see this guard right behind me. Kind of panic and just decide to lead him back here. Possession, it gets to be pretty useful. Yeah, that's that last rune. Lots of people are confused by this because they like think it's like behind some invisible wall or something like that. Pretty much always have to stay out of the light. Otherwise, like, alarms go off and shit like that. More possession. Yeah, and then there's a way to get inside here. This is the safest way I found. But there's definitely multiple different ways to do this. Yeah, I pretty much ran the whole way as a rat, so it's definitely useful. It wasn't even a white rat either. And here's that last rune. And that's pretty much all I cared about in here. Didn't look like it was too interesting besides the rune. So the rest of this is just sneaking past this guy using the bookshelves. I definitely like the design of these tall boys. It's pretty neat. Anything that you can kind of see actually being a thing in real life. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna get into that insectoid level of robotic intelligence with this stuff pretty soon. Get into some Geth level intercommunicative mass intelligence. I need to stop thinking about Mass Effect. Alright, so the rest of this is kind of tricky, especially the way I do it. There's probably a bunch of different ways to get up to the top level, because that's kind of where you're going to need to be to get the rest of the gear in this place. Start off from the top level. It's harder to go up than it is to go down in my experience. Alright, it took me a minute to decide what I want to do, but putting this guy to sleep with the dart seemed like the safest thing. They do patrol this music room, so make sure you put them out of the way somewhere. Even though this is a cramped in level. But up the staircase seems to be alright. Yeah, this guy needs to be taken out too. See, told you it was patrolled. This time I just decided to go for the good old-fashioned chokeout. I want to put him out of the way too, since I don't know how many guys come in here. Also, in that music room is the one and single Makalov painting, or Sokolov. Whatever. Yeah, so make sure you grab that painting. Yeah, you can get a little nerve-wracking sometimes, but just make sure that you're always aware of the little upper path. There usually is almost always an upper path, so if you could just somehow avoid vision until you can just get through that overhang right there, get up to the chandeliers, then you should be in the clear. And then it's just a matter of zapping from chandelier to chandelier until you get to the corner of the house that you need to be in. And then that leads to this hidden room that's got a fair amount of treasure and a pretty significant story element as well. Also, it's your chance to chat with that deity again. But once you get behind here, you'll notice that your blink isn't going to reach that chandelier across the way, so you're going to want to blink down and then blink back up again. This is the part of the game where when you have to make a hasty retreat, it's going to start costing you more mana. So you can keep things cool, calm, and collected. You don't have to worry about finding those spiritual elixirs, but the more you find them, the better. The easier of a chance you'll have of getting away, and I found myself starting to use them up. I believe this is the 4th to last mission as well, so we're getting there. I get these videos done before Halo 4 comes out. So now they're both walking away. You can quickly jump down here, pull the secret lever, and get into this hidden room. And this is basically the queen that you were framed for. You're the only trustworthy person. Apparently you're still going to be the only trustworthy person. Yeah, this part's probably gonna be pretty sketch looking. But I have to get downstairs because the very last room you need to get is in a place called the Butcher's Room, or no, Torturer, my bad. He's a torturer. So I actually save right before I attempt this too. I'm basically gonna blink over the railing onto the staircase below and try to get away from there without being detected. So here goes nothing. Immediate jump off. So far so good, and then I can easily get in here and dispose of this guy. Yeah, this is where I need to go anyway, downstairs. So there's a quest that you'll get later on that the goal is to kill this guy anyway, so you might as well just kill him now and then you immediately get that quest complete right when you find it. So not only is a butcher in here and who seems to have more health than the average guy, he has a dog right there keeping scout for him. So the way I choose to deal with this is possess the dog, walk the dog out of there, dispose of the dog, and then he's all yours to take care of. Yeah, just walk him up here. And then you can basically just handle this any way you want to, really. I choose to go with the... Oh yeah, what I do here actually is I realize that I have enough runes to upgrade the manipulate time into stop time. So I decided to try that out and give him a good old neck stab. Makes it pretty fun. Yep, so now that he's done, you can go ahead and collect your last rune and let this douchebag talk your ear off.
Unstoppable force, it seems, but also unpredictable.
Yeah, we don't really need to listen to him. He's kind of just embarrassing for himself. He really does remind me of a crackhead, seriously. He's just babbling on and on. Anyway, alright, so now that you're done with that, all you have to worry about is escaping the house. But if you go the way I show you, then you'll pick up a quest and also complete it. And I don't know what tangible thing that gives you necessarily, because maybe I was supposed to do it in order and then follow someone here and it would have gave me something extra, but the rune's all I really care about. So basically how we're gonna get out of here is go through the kitchen, and you can easily do that by zapping up to this catwalk up here. Yep, and then right down here you're gonna overhear a conversation, which will give you the quest and then momentarily allow you to complete the quest since you already killed them. So I basically just, for safety, hang around there until their conversation completes. And then after that, all I have to worry about is getting the hell out of there. That food does look pretty good though. Alright, so for this next part, it's a little bit difficult just because it's a wide open space, so they can see a lot, just one or two guys. So, what I end up doing is slowing down time and then zapping up so no one notices me, since my blink isn't long enough to reach the bookcase on the other side of the room. Like so. Stop time. Blink on up. Go out the same way you came in. Since you already cleared the path of guards, it's better to just go the same way you came. Even though I believe that one or two guards walked inside or something like that. I do run into one on my way back. I'm sure there could have been triggered things that happened too, just because I complete the mission. It wouldn't be surprising for them to spawn a few more guys while you're inside. But yeah, it's much easier to go down than it is to go up. Yeah, see, there's another guy right there. I think just for shits and giggles they take him out too. Or do I just leave him there? Good, I just leave him there. Not as much of a dick as I thought I was. So don't walk into the light, don't forget that. Stay into the shadows. Go the same way you came. And you're going to want to pay attention to the story that happens after this, because it's basically when things hit the fan and then you truly are on your lonesome, rebel without a cause, renegade, bounty hunter style. Yeah, I don't really care about the story in this game too much. It seems pretty cookie cutter, but basically the only thing I'm looking forward to see is if they mess up that little girl Emily or not. Because I couldn't forgive that. I hate it when stories are needlessly sad for no good reason. Everyone wants the happy ending. If it's not happy, then it has to at least make you think, but just needlessly shocking you with killing off characters. It's messed up, man. It's messed up tactic. Yeah, and then it's just water down there, so just dive right on in. Easier to go down. And as you can see right here, I got all the collectibles. So, not too shabby, There's 3 more missions, so hopefully I can crank those out. Peace out, y'all.